Alright guys, I just took a selfie on accident instead of starting a video. I feel pretty stupid right now, but guess what? It's part 2 working on the XJ. I found a brake line that's capped off and then the cap is leaking, so that's why it has no brakes. I'm emptying all the crap fuel out of it right now. Come check this out. I got the fuel pump cooking on overtime right here. Just that fuel is supposed to be clear, not yellow. So stop putting yellow fuel in the cars when they're sitting. Why when people make cars sit do they put yellow fuel in it? What the heck? So you can hear the fuel pump in there starting to cavitate, but you can see right there is where the brake line is capped, and then their cap that they had in there is fucked up, not working. Oh yes, air. Is she spitting? Oh yeah, starting to get a bunch of air. All right, I'll probably cut it off there. All right, so we're about to press the brake pedal down and see if it leaks. Just push it down slow, but all the way to the floor. All right, do it one more time.
I gotta take my foot off. All right, slow.
All right, looks pretty dry. Looks good to me. So we're good to bleed some brakes. I got bored and made the light bars work. Just one wire that was off the battery for some reason, and this little switch that was on the floorboards, and it's just boom, pretty sick. All right, another day working on the Cherokees. I got the front end about to come off on this one, and so I ended up just ordering another computer because I was pretty sure that all the electrical systems good. I tested all the sensors, everything. I got to replace the crank sensor and the distributor pickup sensor. I also checked all the relays and rewired a few things that were all junked up with the other one. And I'm pretty sure that it's the computer that's junk. So I ordered one, and we'll see like here in a week or so. But let me show you this Cherokee. So this one has the Wagoneer front end on it, which is way cooler than the regular XJ. So I'm gonna steal this and put it on the other one, because this motor is locked up in junk. So let's do that. I already got it all off. I gotta cut 2 wires and then pull it off, and then it'll be able to go plug and play on the other one. So here we go. We got the whole Wagoneer XJ front end about to go on my 94 XJ. And yeah, it's missing all kinds of crap and looks ugly, and the wiring harness is beat to shit. But that other truck, unmolested. So the wiring harness on it is perfect. So just gonna swap it real quick, and we'll have 4 eyes. Oh yes, I forgot to mention I'm gonna steal the fenders too, because these fenders look like, yeah, like that next to that one. They're just garbage. So I'm gonna swap the fenders too. I was curious, it was all plug and play, so I just kind of plugged it in and set it there real quick. And it is just sick. Both the headlights are working, and the side markers are working on both ones. This is so cool. I don't know if the blinkers work yet because I don't have them plugged in, but we'll see, because the blinkers are in the grill over there. Anyway, it's naked. Now let's go steal the front end off the other truck. Well, I got one of them on there, so yeah, it looks pretty cool. Gonna get the other one off now and slap her on the other side, so it's no longer naked. So I'm having to do some modifications to these fenders to make them fit, but hey, it looks pretty good, I think. I mean, let me show you what I have to do. So I'm just having to trim it in the back like that, because this thing has 33s on it, and it should probably have like a 31. But I mean, that fender looks pretty sick. The whole front end's gonna look pretty sick when it's done. Probably gonna paint the whole thing black. It'll be a cool little off-road rig. All right, I got the other fender on. It's all cut, ready for the front valence now. I might even go grab the front lip that goes from there to there, but we'll see. I'm curious how this looks first. Hell yeah. Just gotta make the brakes work, and then we're gonna take this thing for a drive around the block. I think the master and booster's bad. It won't build pressure, but it bleeds all the air out. This thing looking good. See, this is what a good brake pedal feels like. All right, let me show you what a bad one looks like. This is what a bad brake pedal does. It slowly builds pressure, but I have to pump it a bunch of times. So it makes me think the booster or master is bad, even after I've bled the entire system. So I've been messing with this thing for a few hours now, and as you can see, it's not going well. It hasn't even moved. Yeah, It's pretty great. And I think it's just this side, the driver's side, because when you try to, yeah, I can't turn that myself, but when I come over here, I can grab the passenger side and spin it just fine. So even though it sounds like death, it is better. So it could be the brake hose also. I could steal the brake hose because it could be collapsed on the inside, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go and figure that out. So I figured it out. Come check this out. I think the caliper is still bad, but this is why there's no brake pressure. So if you come around here to the back, some of you that are experienced can probably already tell what the problem is. This caliper is on the wrong side. This is the passenger side. That's the bleeder. The bleeder is supposed to be above the feed line up here. So when I put this theoretically on the other side, the bleeder should be up top, and vice versa. I gotta try that because I don't have time. I gotta go look at a house. So yay, I think I figured that out. All right, so all I gotta do is bleed the brakes now. The caliper's on the right side. The passenger one, 100% frozen. Had to beat that one on with a hammer. Don't expect it to work, but I expect it to have brake pressure now, so that's good. So yeah, gotta go look at this house, and then I'm gonna fix the brakes when I get back. So yay. All right, we are back. It's like day 3 or something, working on this thing, part 2. We're working on it. Look at it, it looks so good. So much better than it did a couple days ago. But hey, do a little quick recap. We switched the entire front end. We did a cam and crank sensor. We figured out the ECU is toast. We put all the tires back on and fixed the brake line and figured out the calipers were upside down on the wrong sides and figured out one of them is sticking. So that's what we're doing now. We're gonna go get a caliper for the passenger side right here, this one right there, and we're gonna put it on and actually go drive it just around the block once or twice and see what she says. So let's get that done. Got my shop cat. Wanted to come say hi. Everyone needs a good old shop cat. Oh no, you're gonna try to attack me. Good old shop kitty cat. New caliper installed. About to have my sister come help me bleed the brakes, and then we're gonna go for a ride around the block because it'll finally have working brakes. And that wheel was so locked up that it was dragging it across the dirt here, so there ain't no way it was gonna go around the block like that. So we got it bled, and yeah, spins way better now. It's not locked up, so time to try to get it to start. Go for a test drive. It took me 10 minutes to get it to start, but it finally started. So we're gonna go around the block real quick. Dang, this thing looks cool with this front end on it. That thing looks so cool. It moves great now. It's got plenty of power. Speedo even works. I didn't notice that last night. The seat is not bolted down at all. About to go through my front ditch. It's still misfiring. I think the ECU is fucked up, but the alignment is toasted too. It's pulling to the left real bad. Could be brakes also. Downshifted. Shoo! It's on like 0 gas. This felt it. It picked up a cylinder. Trans works good. That's cool. This seat is flopping all around as I go around corners. The brakes work real good. This thing is dangerous currently. Still misfiring like crazy, but the brakes work okay enough. I think we just have front brakes. Need to trim the front fenders a little bit more. So that's the end of part 2. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, it's a fully functional truck now, even though it's misfiring, probably running on 3 or 4 cylinders. Waiting on that new ECU to come in, and when it does, I'll make another video on that. And we'll have, you know, maybe a ready to go off-roading truck. Because right now, if it shuts off, there's like a 50-50 chance that it's never gonna start for an hour or it's gonna start right back up. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that until the new ECU comes in, except let it sit right there, because I bet it won't even fire back up right now. I bet it'll just be like, nah, I'm good right here. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, I'm gonna move this thing forward after the video. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Woo. Come on, bitch!